We don't know how much it's going to cost. We don't know when it's going to come. We don't necessarily know what it's going to be called. But I think we can safely assume that we do know one really important thing about the upcoming foldable iPhone, and that is that I think it's going to sell pretty darn well. I'm sure you've seen the headlines. I've talked about it here, but the Galaxy Z Fold 8 is selling extremely well. This is an article on a South Korean website called Business Post with a Samsung Electronics official acknowledging more units were sold than expected. They tried to sort of pump the number of units they were manufacturing of the Fold 8 up about 40% higher than the Z Fold 8 Ultra, and even with that, they are still experiencing some shortages in some regions. I don't know what their source is for this bit of information, but this is what they are saying. It's estimated that pre-order volume for the Fold 8 has tripled compared to its predecessor, the Fold 7. Maybe that's just in South Korea, I'm not sure. It's reached 80% of the pre-order volume of the Galaxy S26. That will be absolutely crazy. My point is that even though the Fold 8 doesn't have particularly impressive specs, it's a pretty normal camera setup, doesn't have a telephoto, the battery isn't massive, 4800 milliamp hours. Really, it could be bigger than that if they use more silicon in those batteries. And yet, I think based almost entirely, I think quite obviously almost entirely, on that new form factor, Samsung seems to be selling more Z Folds than ever, and I think that that is the best indicator that we could possibly have that Apple is about to absolutely crush with their foldable iPhone. And why is that? Well, in case you've been living under a proverbial rock, it's because the iPhone Fold is going to have a very similar design to what Samsung is in the process of releasing with the Galaxy Z Fold 8. It is shorter and it is wider. It is a passport style device. Now, this is sort of like a 3D render type image of what this thing's going to look like, but it's according to a lot of different leaks and a lot of different information that we are kind of coming to these images. In fact, we have seen full dummy units of these things that Apple is going to send out to case makers to have cases made. And here is exactly that. This is the device allegedly closed. Here's the cover display. Here's the thing opened up where you can see the inside of the device. And then here is the back of the device. This is, again, like I just said, remarkably similar to what Samsung has just released. And no, that's not a coincidence. They're doing this on purpose. They are trying to match each other. And I would guess this is kind of based on the rumor and innuendo that Samsung kind of caught wind that Apple had been very slowly, as Apple tends to do, very slowly working on this design. And they said, well, we can do that as well. And so they did. And what they are seeing is that apparently this was a good idea. This is actually a design that people seem to be resonating with, or seems to be resonating with people. It's selling quite well. And again, that makes me think, look, if the Samsung, the Android people are seeing the Z Fold 8 and they're going, wow, I really like that. That's the one I'm going to buy. What do you think's going to happen when Apple releases this? What do you think the iPhone users are going to think about this? This is essentially, ladies and gentlemen, what you get if you took an iPad mini and then you folded it over. I think that I've talked about this ad nauseum, why I think the shorter, wider form factor makes more sense. I'm not going to get into that in this video. I'll put a pinned comment down below if you want to see me talk about that. Maybe you've somehow missed me talking about it. I feel incredibly strongly that this design makes sense, and I think that we are seeing that be borne out by the reception that the Fold 8 has received. And I think that when Apple fans see an iPad mini that folds over into this cute, little, adorable phone that is easy to use with one hand but sacrifices nothing when it comes to screen real estate, it's going to sell like gangbusters. Macworld has this awesome article kind of putting everything together. This was published at the end of July, and it goes over sort of how we know that this is coming, down to things like this, like iOS 27, like kind of buried in iOS 27, references to fold states and angle degrees. They're building this. There's evidence of it inside iOS. We know that it's coming. We've seen the dummy units. That's obviously a huge sign that it's coming because they're allowing case makers to get their cases ready. We've seen reports about them using liquid metal in the hinge and different patents and technologies to try to reduce the visibility of the crease. I think that's probably why Samsung has kind of taken another step towards reducing the visibility of the crease. They don't want to be too far from where Apple is going to be with their device, even though they are going to be supplying the screens for Apple's foldable phone. The hinge makes a really big difference in how that all looks. We've seen this with the Oppo Find N6 and the 3D printing stuff that they did, 3D printed metal or something on their hinge. So there's so much evidence that this thing is coming. And like I said, there's so much that is similar. They are the same shape and size. They're going to have basically the same aspect ratio. Neither one of them has a telephoto camera. What else might they share? Well, there's rumors, there have been rumors for quite a while about the price of this thing. Like I saw, $2,500, but I've seen less. Most recently, the number that's being floated seems to be $19.99. The Z Fold 8 is $18.99. I think that that's probably pretty reasonable. I'm kind of doubting the idea that Apple would see what Samsung is doing and they would come out with a $600 more expensive device that's very, very similar. Kind of don't think that's going to happen. I think they'll be very, very close. They're probably going to want to be under $2,000 as well. Maybe they do it by $1. Now, look, I want to be very clear about something. I am not saying that the iPhone Fold is going to sell gangbusters in the way that the iPhone whatever Pro Max sells. Apple sells an obscene number of iPhones. And we have to keep our expectations like reasonable. What is our frame of reference? Are we saying that these phones are selling well versus the iPhone? Or are we saying that they're selling well compared to what has been the status quo for foldables? I'm talking about the latter, not the former, okay? I'm talking about versus the status quo of foldables. And the Z Fold 8 is selling well versus that status quo. I think there is a better than 50-50 shot, probably much better, that the iPhone Fold outsells the Z Fold 8. And I think that a lot of it comes down to the design. I think it comes down to the fact that Apple knows their customers pretty well and that Apple iPhone customers are very loyal. And I think that they have been watching year after year, Android Foldable after Android Foldable. And I think that there is interest. I think that this has been established as a phone that like, it's not a crazy idea anymore. And when Apple delivers theirs and it looks like this, and they're going to have some cool software stuff going on, I just think it's going to sell very, very well. And here's the good news for us Android fans. I'm not an Apple person. I'm not an iPhone person. I've never used an iPhone as my phone. I've held an iPhone and used an iPhone, but it's never been my actual phone. I have no interest in using an iPhone at all. I think this is a good thing for Android foldables. I think that this is an instance where the tide will be raised and all ships will raise with that tide. I truly do believe that. I think the foldables, I've said it, we're at an inflection point. They are becoming mainstream, despite the fact that they are incredibly, incredibly expensive. And that just goes to show you how cool they are and how good they are. I think that they're fantastic. You know that about me, but more and more people are seeing the light when it comes to foldables, and the iPhone Fold is only going to accelerate that. Current rumors are that we're going to see this thing in September. Now, these rumors have been moving constantly. I think there are a lot of people making things up, but apparently September is the general time frame where we might see this thing, and that's next month. It is now August, so hopefully that does happen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What do you think the impact is going to be? How well do you think it's going to sell? Talk about it in those comments. I'll see you on the next one, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.